welcome back to another episode of the Edge Season 3. Here we are starting off in the shipwreck. A few things have happened over the last couple of weeks in between the first episode and now. Mainly, we're full diamond. Also, you can't quite see it with the armor mod that I'm using. But I've got these with some armor trims. I've found a bunch of stuff exploring some trail ruins and some underwater temples and things like that, and I've got a handful of things to show you. But to start, I needed to expand the base a little bit, and so let's go check that out now. So we still have the shipwreck and the campfire. Somebody built this little thing here. I didn't build it. I think that's pretty cool. This is, I think, a mud block with the new chipped mod that we're using. We also have a hammock. And the cool thing about the hammock, note the time of day. Boom. And now it is going to be nighttime. But let's take a look inside here first. Oh, I'm missing a block. I moved a few things around here. You can kind of already tell this had been my workshop for just the first episode. And this had been my storage room. More on what that is in a second. We still have kind of an explorer's room. I've played around a little bit with some chipped blocks. So if things look a little weird or textures aren't quite what you expect, that is chipped. So I moved my big workshop down here. It looks like Lee borrowed some of my tables. So with these new things, I'm gonna go over and explain what these do. Maybe some of this episode, but I'd really like to do just a full short on what these do, because they're super cool and you can make some absolutely amazing things. I've got this bee farm going, and I've got a few honey bottles, but mostly just honeycomb here. I'm going to end up doing a lot of stuff with wax, and Welder needed some. And then I set up a single waystone, share stone. These are share stones. They work a little different than waystones. And then my XP farm. So you can hit the button, and it showers me with XP. Which is excellent because I have mending on I think most of my gear now. So that's pretty awesome. And then I made this into my storage room. It's mostly organized. It's not automatic. It's just a bunch of boxes at the moment. This floor is brought to you by Chipped. Really liked the alternating herringbone style thing. You can also do some really cool barrels and stuff with Chip, so I kind of put them there just kind of give that feel of that I've been finding some of the loose gear and stuff from my airship crash. So it's kind of how I've got it organized a little bit. Mostly select dirt and then dirt, so cobble and cobble. So just kind of using 2 double chests for most things. Probably the thing I have the most of is this cobble deep slate. I'll explain a few things on how I was able to get so much deep slate and diamonds shortly. I'm gonna grab a couple of things here that I know that you can mess around with in the chipped mod. Let's see, green stuff. I think that's one of the things. Alright, so let's grab this stuff and head on over here. So this is the mason's workbench, so you can chuck stone in. And then you can put all these really cool textures on stuff and throw them into your builds. They're pretty cool. I like the way that they look very Minecrafty. They've got good feels, and you can do some pretty cool stuff with them. And carpenter's workbench, you can throw. This is a barrel. You can put it in and make some pretty cool things. Probably one of my faves is this netherite safe. So it kind of looks like a safe. And it looks like a block of netherite. Oh yeah. You just use that to clean it up. I think you can't put chests in. Oh, you can put torches in. That's pretty cool. So you can do warp torches and just kind of some different textures. Where's my botanist? So this is one that I thought was pretty neat. So you can do apple leaves. Throw that in a tree. That's pretty cool. A silk touch. And, okay, so you can't put the cherry in there yet, but you can put this guy back in there. And you can come up with some golden leaves. We might need to do some cool fancy trees and stuff. That's pretty neat. Also, I do have some fungies. So you can see that you can put mushrooms in the chipped and it'll do cool things, and the lily pad. So kind of just been playing around a little bit. This one I think I can put, yeah, lanterns in, and there's all these really cool, weird looking lantern things. I mean, that's just pretty cool. Let's see. I know that I was able to put frog lights in one of these. There we go. So you can do some really cool vibe stuff. So that's a little bit about the chipped mod. Now let's go take a look outside. So you can see that what used to be my storage room now leads to a small building. And I don't want to give too many spoilers away yet, but let's hop into a time lapse where you can see what it is that I have built. And so part of the story that I'm telling this season is about the Edge Adventurers League. And part of Teal is that I'm gonna set up a quest system. And so I think I'm gonna build that here in the bottom of this lighthouse. So this is sort of the beacon of hope, of light in the darkness, of a safe place to come to. That's kind of the vibe we're going for, and kind of why I chose a lighthouse. Also, we're on the shore and it just kind of made sense. I'm gonna poke around and see what I can't come up with to build sort of a tiered quest system for the Edge Adventurers League. Also, somebody put cakes on my lights. So as I have these little 4 randomizers built, I had a thought. I don't need a dispenser. I need... So in theory, I could put that there. And we can now doctor it up, make it look a little nicer. Just kind of do some fun kiosk looking things. But so if I put their quest in here, so this would be like tier 1 challenges. And so they'll come and they'll randomly get a thing that they have to go do. Does that make sense? So if I put 9 tasks in there, and I could even put a dispenser, dropper, hopper, that's a hopper. I can put a hopper on top, fill it up with even more things. So they'll come, they'll push, they'll get a quest, they go do the quest, they come back, you come get a tier 1 item out of the chest. I think I kind of like that idea. I like this plan. I think this is a great plan. Here's what I need from you. Back in season 1, when I wasn't recording, I had a list of quests that I sent out Edge members. There were things like kill 30 zombies, bring me back 5 skeleton heads, etc. Travel 5,000 blocks. And some of those things you have to go into your statistics and look up some of that information. Some of them are things where maybe I need a stack of diorite for a build that I'm working on, and so that might be a tier 1 quest. Maybe tier 2 is bring me 4 stacks of diorite. Not that I need diorite. Again, cakes on my chandelier. So what I need from you, let me focus. What I need from you is some ideas of different quests or tasks or adventures to send the Edge members on. Now, I'm pulling a lot of inspiration from Hermitcraft. I don't remember which season, but it was when Rendog was king and he had a whole quest system and rewards. I don't think it was the current season. It might have been last season. And so now that we have the concepts of quest giving and quest rewards, and we've proven that these extremely simple randomizers work, which it's just 2 droppers, dropper facing up, dropper facing out, trapped chest, so it sends off a redstone signal every time you open it, and then a hopper going into there, so they just cycle the items through. It's pretty cool, nice and simple, but I think this is the design concept that I'm going to go with. So that is the start and the foundation of Teal. Before I get really working on that, I wanted to give you guys a quick look around of the island here, the Spawn Valley beach, whatever we're going to call it this season. We need a name for this starting area. Edgetopia. I don't know. We'll come up with something. But as soon as we started on this server, man, some amazing things got built. So let's poke around a little bit and let me show you some cool things that have already been built. So starting here at the shipwreck and the lighthouse, this is still kind of my little beach area. I'm going to end up moving that tent and expanding my shop here. Let's go take a look at Lee's shop right next door. So I pushed this hill back a little bit to make room for my llamas. And Lee has already opened up her wood shop. So she's selling bamboo. All of these, I believe, are just 1 stack for a diamond. She's got some leaves and some excess. Yeah, that's going pretty cool. Free sticks. Shroom lights. These are one of my favorite items in the game. I'm gonna have to come back and buy some later. We come out front. Oh yeah, look at this cool road design. I wonder, Scribs is going to be beautifying up our area. I wonder if this is what she's starting to work on. Man, I really like that. It looks so good. So this is Scribs' place. Oh yeah, looking good. Paintings. We've got a new painting mod as well I need to check out. I mean, look at the glass windows. This chipped mod is so cool. We also have a furniture mod. It lets you sit down on chairs. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna poke around through her stuff, but yeah, I like the bamboo. I have not messed with bamboo or cherry blossoms a whole lot, so it's looking super good out here. Here's another shop. Lee has started a cleaning service. Does your base look like this? Do you have a chest monster taking over? Man, I did a couple weeks ago. So you can subscribe for weekly cleanups, 2 diamonds a week. And I think what she does is she comes and she takes all of your stuff and sorts it for you automatically. So looks like people are signing up for those services. This is the little spot that we all started at. It's overgrown by some mushrooms. Oh, nice. There's a lot more sheep. We had been down to like 1 just recently. This was pretty cool. So I think Red did this. But she came through and just kind of labeled everything, which is pretty awesome. So we've still got a few things going down here. The skeleton farm still is this big, ugly monument thing sticking up. I wouldn't say stick, but there is cake everywhere. We are caked with cake. Looping around here, I think this is Lee's, where she's gonna harvest all of her wood and stuff. It looks like this does not go any farther. I don't know whose house that is. We're gonna loop this way. All right, and this here is Red's wagon. So cool. Such a great job. All these cool barrels. So she's already selling some gunpowder and potions. So Red is a cleric, is the origin class this season. So she can make potions, but I don't know if you noticed, they're 16 minutes long. That is enough time for me to risk going into the nether, but I don't want to buy anything at the moment. So that's pretty cool. Up here is Kobold's crescent moon. And I think he had something out here. He moved it. I wonder if that was not there. Is it here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cool. Let's see. 3 stacks per 3 stacks per diamond. Awesome. Ender block blocks, or ender blocks. Oh, nice. Okay, glowstone, lanterns, terracotta. That does not look cyan to me. Terracotta, some terracotta. So he's doing merchant again, and so he'll be able to grab a lot of really cool items that all the villagers sell. And basically, normally in Minecraft, when you trade so many times, I think it's like 8 times or 16 times or a certain amount of times with a villager, then they won't trade with you anymore till the next day. Merchants don't have that, which is how he can get large amounts of XP bottles. And so that's how I built my little XP shower over there. I'm probably going to have to come and buy a couple of these. I would be, yeah. So we'll come back. It's raining. This is Core Corp. You can probably imagine that's Core has built that. What? Oh. I was going to say what on earth, but I think it's more of a what in Sigmar is that. So Core plays some Warhammer 40k. Alright, closed for renovations, be open soon. We're still going to poke around. So, oh my goodness. This looks... He did such a good job already. I love these new barrels. They're so cool. What's that? Iron? Oh, iron blocks. Very nice. Yep, bone meal, all kinds of stuff. So shops are starting. Head down into sharks. Oh man, I like these like smaller chest table looking stuff. That's cool. All right, so what do we got? Totems of Undying. Potions, 1 free stack with the purchase of Totem of Undying. Ooh, instant health, fire resistance, swiftness. Redstone blocks, 1 diamond. Play musical chairs. 1 diamond for some totems. So he must already have a raid farm going. That's pretty cool. I think the last place then is the barrel, which is great name, on brand for Mr. Welder. It's pretty awesome. I love his rickety looking bridge. It's so good. I don't know. I know Welder's on. I don't know that he's in here at the moment. So I don't, maybe the shop's not open yet, but this is where I got most of the enchantments for my items and stuff. So I've got mending. He gave me a bunch of mending stuff. Let me head to my mine real quick, and I want to showcase one of the new mods that we have this season on the Edge. Alright, so here is where I've been doing some strip mining. Got a little lava pool to gather up here, but I wanted to showcase this special diamond pick. You'll see that it has a new enchantment on it called vein mining. And what vein mining does is it mines all similar blocks in an area. So if I have all this tuff here and I mine, it takes a large chunk out of the way. What it's really designed for is things like this. So I just mined all that redstone at the same time. Okay, that's super handy. Very useful. But I mean, look at the width of this tunnel. And so what I can do, also it has mending on it. And so what I can do is go this way a few. Look at that, diamonds already. Let's put some torches out. There's some diamonds. Well, let's mine around it. And then I'm going to use my fortune pick, grab some diamonds. And so if we look kind of how far over we are, if we start mining here, we can just start pushing through a massive tunnel. I mean, look. Just been showcasing for a few seconds and I've got 12 diamonds already. It's a great way to get lots of resources in a very short time. The danger of vein mining is that it breaks up all similar blocks. And so in my house, I have accidentally vein mined large chunks of my house away, which is very bad. So when I am not using this vein mining pick, it is put away so that I don't accidentally break stuff, because I will accidentally break stuff. So this is exactly how I got a ton of my diamonds. I mean, look, I've already got so many stacks of this cobbled deep slate as well. So pretty awesome new addition to the server. It's borderline overpowered, probably overpowered. The last thing that I'm going to do this episode is to take you on a tour of a cave that I found that I am calling the Cave of Wonders. Ever since they introduced these new cave systems, I've just been so fascinated by how cool so many of these new caves are. I really love spelunking in this game and exploring and just kind of seeing how far these caves go. And I randomly stumbled into this cave that is unique. I don't know that I've ever seen one quite like this. I've already got a lot of it lit up, but let's go take a look and explore and see what other cool things we can find. So the first week of being here, I had explored this tower and village up here that Shark has now taken over and has a pretty big villager trading hall that he's going to let me pilfer a couple of villagers from. But I happened upon this cave. And the water aquifers, it's nothing new. You know, this season I can actually get in water, which is pretty cool. But it just opens into this nice, large expanse. And I think that must have been me. However, it goes down as well. So let's kind of go around here and take a look. So there's sort of a cave up here at the top. Nice big circular cave that goes down into a second layer that's not too far down. The second layer of cave is about as big as that top layer. Just a nice big donut here. I haven't pulled all the resources out and things, but we keep going down. There's a canyon here. There was part of a copper vein in here, and this is kind of what we're using as our way to get around here. And so this cave opens up into a third layer, a nice big donut circle with water. This is where I got a bunch of my amethyst from. There's another bit of an aquifer over here that bleeds down into yet another large ring cave. I mean, this cave is just so massive and it's really cool and I just really like it. And so we can kind of ride this down and we can see how big this bottom layer is. I mean, just look at this. Layers of cave. It's just so cool. I don't know exactly what all I'm going to do with it, but it is quite a cave of wonders. I've come in here and pilfered most of the resources, but there's still all these little dark nooks and crannies that I just haven't explored. I don't even know what's going to be in some of these. There could be some spawners. I think that I saw some skulk down here, so there's potentially an ancient city around in here somewhere. But then it kind of just bleeds down into all these other small caves. I don't know if you saw there was a glow squid. I haven't found any axolotls. I think what I'm going to end up doing is turning this into where I have all of my farms. And so if I have villagers and trading stuff at the top there, maybe put some cactus farms, bamboo farms. I don't really know what to do with all of those. I could get some wool, a big wool farm down in here, doing all the colors again. There's just so much space, and it's just so cool. So I probably will build some little houses and just really pretty this up a lot, not die and fall. I think I want to put some rail systems in that take you to the different layers, and this is probably going to end up being a pretty massive project that's going to take me a while. So I'm going to chip away a little bit each episode over the next little while, and we'll kind of see what cool things we can find in here. So we're poking around in some more of the caves stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go back this way. And we got some skulk. Let's go see what we can find over here. Still not quite sure. Oh, there's a shrieker. We're gonna have to be really quiet. I really don't want to stir up a warden here. Let's see. Can't make that go away first. It looks like nobody's been down in here. That's on fire. Oh, I hate these things. Okay. 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 Are we good? Okay. Let's see. I think I can silk touch these. Get some of those fellas. I think that's all that's down here.
Oh, is someone there? Hello? Anyone up there?
Did you just hear something?
Someone there?
Hello?
Hello?
Are you a warden? What is...
Hello? Up there?
What is that?
Help a guy out?
What's down here?